Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WTV Live Network. It's Rivalry Week here at Warrior Field. Prep and Westside, two really teams that we all know, Hunter, aren't big fans of each other. They have a little bit of hatred, whether that's baseball, football, any sport that Westside will play Prep in. And these two teams actually just got done playing each other, Hunter, just a few days ago. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that matchup?
Yeah, Westside and Prep played last week, about 4 days ago. Prep came out on top 6-5 again at Millard South. Prep scoring 3 runs in the 7th inning to walk it off. Westside nearly had it in the Doncraft Invitational. It was their first round game. Just couldn't hold on. Prep won with 4 errors on the day, 9 hits, but got some huge insurance. Westside got some insurance, and we're up by 3 runs, but blew it in the 7th.
You never want to see that kind of thing. Blowing games in the bottom half of the 7th, just not something you ever want, especially if you're Coach Seals when you're playing such a good team like Prep. And districts are right around the corner, Hunter. And if we talk about districts, I actually looked at what it would look like today if the season ended before all the games that every team in the state will play. Westside would be a 3 seed, meaning they won't host any sort of district game later this week. And as of now, they're also in the A1 district, meaning they're playing Millard West, which is just the worst of both worlds. And the 2 seed in that district that they'd play in the first round would be Elkhorn South. Obviously, none of that is any sort of final because we haven't had district pairings, and there's still games going on. But that just shows how big of an emphasis today is.
Yeah, Millard West and Elkhorn South are 2 really good teams and have had Westside's number all season. I don't think they have a single win against both teams. I think Westside's 0-2 against both of them. But right now, if you're Westside, you're playing your rival opponent. You blew a game to them 4 days ago. Get that out of your head. Try to win rivalry week here. Both teams. This is a long-standing baseball rivalry. Usually, the historics probably Prep has the more wins all around throughout the years, but both teams 15-12 and 15-13 respectively for Prep and Westside. 2 evenly good teams, so I'm expecting it to be a good battle today, and it would probably also have some important implications on districts and the postseason in general for state.
That is exactly right. And why don't we talk a little bit about today's lineup, starting with the Westside pitcher, Jay Coughlin. We were just here a few days ago on the stream. Jay Coughlin started against Millard North. Didn't have the best of his outings. Hunter, why don't you tell us a little bit about Jay Coughlin?
Yeah, Jay Coughlin's, the word I can use for him is back and forth. He's been iffy. He was trying to come in as Westside's ace here, but overall, he's been a solid pitcher, just that consistency has been a little off. 4.91 ERA, he has an 0-1 record. That one loss coming against Millard North. But overall, he's not a bad pitcher if he can get control. He's pitched nearly 26 innings, but struck out 27, but has walked 18 and has given up 29 runs. Only 18 of them earned, but his defense also kind of failed him in the last game against Millard North. But both Jay and the Westside defense are going to try to look to bounce back here, get a key win over Prep.
And if we take a look on the other side of the defense, on the mound for the Junior Jays is Michael Saul, 3-2 record in just 7 appearances, and he's that go-to guy for the Junior Jays. 35 1/3 inning pitched, Hunter. This kid's the real deal.
Yeah, he's a workhorse. He is a great pitcher all around. His 3-2 record does not encapsulate him enough. He has a 2.18 ERA. Mind you, that's in over 35 innings. He is a workhorse pitcher. He can get the strikeouts and he can limit the walks. If he's on his game tonight, it's going to be trouble for Westside hitters. They have been pretty iffy against really good pitching teams like Millard North and even Bell West, who hasn't had the best pitching staff, or Bell East, who hasn't had the best pitching staff, but Westside did have a little trouble coming into the game against them, and same thing against Papio La Vista, the 3 games that we did cover on here.
And you talked about those Westside hitters. Not the best of years, but not the worst of years. We've seen the highs, we've seen the lows. If you run it through real quick, Charlie Henningsen playing short, Marcus Chandler at second, Nikolai French at third, Nick Englam in right field, Burke Brown in left. The catcher today is Trey Savoy, Harry Yeager at first, DHing is Lewis Hoffert, and Landon Hall out in center. Top to bottom, not the best lineup. Top to bottom, not the worst lineup. We've seen the highs, we've seen the lows. But when they're on, they're on. But when they're off, they're off.
Yeah. If they can, like what you just said, if they're on point, they can be a tough offense to keep under check. They keep getting consistent hitters. They have really good averages, especially freshman Marcus Chandler. He has had the best season probably out of all the hitters. 366 average, leads the team in RBIs by a mile. But you cannot leave out Nick Englam here. He's their power bat. He's their cleanup guy. Only hitting 188 on the year, but has the team's only home runs and can put the ball. He can launch the ball, but this team's really consistent. They really don't hit much for power. They have a lot of contact hitters, but they're hard to strike out. They're hard to get out. They can get them. If Westside can just keep firing, finding the gaps, should be a good day for them.
And if we take a look on the other side for the Junior Jays in the box, center field, Henry Bartholomew, number 12, Tony Caniglio playing catcher, who's also a football player, Mike Wheelock at DH, Liam Smithberg at first, Cal Anthony in right, Logan Birchfield at second, Charlie Ziola in left, Braden Coyote in at third, and at short, Garrett Anderson. 9 really good hitters, Hunter. Only 2 of them hitting below 300. They're the real deal.
Yeah, I was looking at this lineup. I was like, wow, only 2 dudes in the lineup hitting under 300, including Anthony, who's hitting over 450. All 9 of these hitters are good hitters, are going to be the real deal. They can put the ball in play. They can put the ball in play a lot. They can work the count well. They know they have their discipline. It's going to be a tough matchup for Coughlin today on the bump.
And we got a beautiful day today, Hunter, out at the ballpark after all of the rough weather this weekend, whether that was Friday or yesterday, even Saturday. 68 degrees right now, no rain in the forecast, and only an 11-mile-an-hour wind, very light. So we could see something with those balls. You know, you can kind of see it in the outfield wall. It's blowing in a little bit from right to left, but not a huge wind, so I wouldn't expect that to be a huge factor today.
Yeah, wind has been real rough weather over this past weekend. Lots of rain, a few tornadoes ripping through the Omaha area on Friday. But right now, and there's probably going to be even rain in the forecast for tomorrow. But right now, we got to enjoy this beautiful weather today. Nice and sunny, and it'd be a really nice day for baseball. Almost no wind, a little cloud cover. Beautiful, perfect baseball weather.
We're just a few moments away from here at first pitch here at Warrior Field. Coaches are finishing up their talks with the umpire, and first pitch is right around the corner. We'll be right back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We've got one of the greatest rivals in the state, Westside versus Creighton Prep, one of the longest standing rivalries in all of Nebraska state sports. No matter what sport it is, these two teams have it out for each other. And today, we should have a good one, Hunter. We're just moments away. I'm ready.
Yeah, I know, me too, man. It's supposed to be a great baseball weather. It's going to be perfect out here. Nice 68 degrees, minimal breeze, and a lot of hatred in the air from these two teams. Westside looking to get revenge. It's usually best served cold, but right now it's a nice, beautiful day here. Prep getting the best of Westside in the last matchup 4 days ago, 6-5. Westside just looking to bounce back and try to get the best seed in the district as they can, hoping to looking to host one, hopefully, after season's end.
And on the mound, we've got the Jay Coughlin show today on the bump. Solid pitcher, but he's what I call a roller coaster, Hunter. He's got his bumps, his up and downs, but when he's on and his stuff is really working, he's got command, he can really do it all.
Yeah, he's just been a little inconsistent all year, that's all, but if he can have a good day today, it's going to be hard for prep hitters to hit him. He's got hard fastball, pretty good off speed. And if he can get a lot of people to chase at that curveball slider combo, and it'll be a good day for him if he can get that stuff working, and the prep hitters will be bamboozled.
Starting things off today will be Henry Bartholomew, who is playing out in center in the bottom half of the innings. He chops that one to second. And over to Harry Yeager at first in time. Nice and easy first out for Jay Coughlin.
A little bit. That Bartholomew just immediately just smashed it right into the ground. Tough hop there for Chandler just to corral it, get the speedster out of the way there. But Coughlin, a good first pitch and a good first out there.
Now in the box is Tony Caniglio. We've seen him on the football field before, Hunter. He's actually the quarterback of the Junior Jays football team. So he's a busy guy. Jay Coughlin misses outside there, ball 2.
Yeah, Caniglio is a good baseball hitter, too, hitting .324 with a home run and a lot of extra base hits here, a big threat.
And that one's skied straight back and out of play, the count 2-1.
He has had a really nice year so far. He can put the ball in play a lot and a tough guy to strike out.
Pitch from Coughlin, straight down the gut, but fouled back into the net. The count even 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Coughlin to Caniglio. Straight down the gut, foul tip into the mitt of Savoy, and Caniglio's down on strikes.
Right now, really solid inning here for Coughlin. He got him with that, climbed the ladder there, got him with the high fastball. It's a really solid fastball there, and if he can put it on point today, it'll be good.
And now the DH for the Junior Jays, Mike Wheelock, hitting nearly 400 on the year at .394 as he takes that first pitch for a strike.
He's also got that off-speed mix, as you saw there on the first pitch. Doesn't really go with the off-speed on the first pitch, though.
That pitch barely outside for ball 1. The count now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch catches the outside corner, strike 2.
Like what you just said, Wheelock nearly hitting 400 and has 5 homers on the year.
A lot of pop in the bat of Wheelock. The 1-2 pitch straight down the gut, swinging and missing to end the top of the first. And a 1-2-3 inning, great start for Jay Coughlin. We'll head to the bottom of the first, still 0-0. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. A 1-2-3 perfect inning in the top of the first for Jay Coughlin. And now we're in the bottom half of the first. Michael Saul on the mound for the Prep Junior Jays. One heck of a pitcher right now.
Yeah, like what we said before, 2.18 ERA, 3-2 through 7 appearances. He is a really solid pitcher. But right now, Coughlin had pitched a clean first inning, just as you said, a big confidence booster there, including 2 high strikeouts. But it was a clean inning for Coughlin, and if he can keep, he kept that fastball high, he kept the sliders and the curveballs outside. Didn't give anything to the Prep hitters, which one of them made contact, really weak contact. But what the Warriors just going to try to get something going here on the offensive end. You need a lead here if you're Westside just to get some confidence.
Leading things off today for the Westside Warriors will be Charlie Henningsen, hitting just over 300 at 311 and playing short. Saul, the workhorse pitcher for the Junior Jays, first pitch, below the knees, ball 1.
Henningsen is your typical definition of a leadoff hitter, 311.
Second pitch is flied into right field, hooking foul, staying fair, charging at it is Anthony, but unable to get there. The ball drops foul.
Henningsen, a huge double extra base threat here. Lots of extra base hits, few RBIs on the year. Good hitter.
Pitch from Saul. That one catches the outside corner. Good off-speed pitch for strike 2.
Do you want me to lock the door?
Pitch from Saul. Little high and outside, or inside. Count now 3-2.
Henningsen just needs to protect here.
The 3-2 pitch, little bit low, ball 4, and Charlie Henningsen starts things off with a walk.
Henningsen picking his pitches carefully and did a great job too. All of them just outside. This umpire's going to probably call a lot of outside pitches, but it's the freshman Chandler due up next.
Marcus Chandler, one of the best players on this Westside team, and he is just a freshman. We've said it so many times this year, hitting 366. Check swing holds back on that one. Ball 1.
Yeah, 366 on the year. Leads this team with 21 RBIs, 10 more than the other most, with 26 hits. Also a really big extra base threat here with a few triples and some doubles.
The 1-0 pitch from Saul to Marcus Chandler. Henningsen gets his lead. That one's fouled down the right field line and way foul. The Westside dugout has some of the most energy I've seen out of them with any game this year, Hunter. That's a good sign.
I mean, you're playing your rival. I think you need the most energy during this rival game, especially against Prep.
The 1-1 pitch hit straight to second, to short. Anderson to second and over to first for the double play. Your typical 6-4-3 double play, and the leadoff walk is erased. 2 down.
Does a nice regular turn of the double play, 6-4-3, and much needed for Creighton Prep. Get the red hot Chandler out and get that second guy Henningsen out at second. Who was a big stealing threat as well.
Nikolai French now stepping in the box, comes up empty on that first pitch.
Yeah, South Dakota State commit Nikolai French, 321 on the year, 10 RBIs, and 25 hits. Has a lot of pop in the bat.
Saul's 0-1 pitch. That one's outside, evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. French committed to South Dakota State, and he's plunked in the shoulder, and he'll take his base.
Just a fastball that ran inside, couldn't be controlled, but French just stood in there, took it, and now has a free base.
Right fielder in the cleanup spot, number 4, Nick Anglem.
Now cleanup hitter Nick Anglem in the box with a runner on first, 2 away. Saul's pitch, fouled straight back into the net.
Anglem is your typical definition of a cleanup man. He strikes out a lot. He has a 188 average, but most pop in this bat in the team by far. Has the team's only homers. But he is a really good hitter if he can put bat on ball.
Saul's pitch, his straight into center, line drive, and it drops for a 2-out base hit. Stalling at second is French, so now first and second with 1 out.
Big hit there, getting a runner into scoring position. Westside, an early threat to get a run, as we will have a pitcher's meeting, but Burke Brown a chance to give Westside an early 1-0 lead over the rival Blue Jays.
Fifth in lineup for the Warriors, left fielder number 6.
Burke Brown finally making his way back in the lineup after a few days off. Had a little bit of a concussion, so good to see him back in the lineup. Not his first game back, but it's always good to see him back. Hitting .297, hits that one straight into right field. Rounding third is Anglem, and he's going to come in to score. Westside starts it off with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of a Burke Brown single.
Well, welcome back home, Burke Brown. That was got the outside pitch he wanted, sent it right in between the second and first base gap into the right fielder. I think he might have had a play at home, but bobbled the ball, just took it, just threw it back in the second. If it wasn't for that double play there, Westside probably would be threatening more, but they lead 1-0 with still runners at first and second. Still some more opportunity, especially that this has all happened with 2 outs.
Trafe Savoy now stepping into the box with a chance to do more damage to Michael Saul on the mound in just the first inning. Takes that ball for a strike.
Savoy hitting .254, also has 11 RBIs through 16 hits.
Savoy takes that one high for ball 2, so he's ahead in the count 2-0.
I wouldn't really say he's an extra base threat, but he can also put the ball in the gaps, and he can also get that run across. Anglem is a speedy guy.
Anglem at second. That one's sky high in the infield. Smithburg in foul territory, and the grab is made to end the inning, but that's not after Westside with 2 hits, 1 walk, puts up 1 run in the bottom half of the first. We'll head to the top of the second. 1-0 Westside Warriors. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. A dream start for the Westside Warriors against Creighton Prep, putting up a run in the bottom half of the first. And now stepping into the box for the Junior Jays to start off this second inning is Liam Smithburg, the cleanup hitter. Smithburg takes that first pitch for a strike.
I'm excited to see what Coughlin can do here after that stellar first inning. See if he can also go 1-2-3 or just not allow a run.
Fouls that one straight back into the net, so the count 0-2.
Smithburg 317. Good good extra base threat, and 19 hits on the year.
And that one barely misses for a ball, so the count now 1-2.
Smithburg does lead the team in hit by pitches with 6. So that is a base hit.
That one hit into right field, losing the ball for a second, but able to corral it before he can move up to second base. So a bit of an issue to start things off in right field.
Smithburg there just literally just stuck out his bat and just put it right over the head of Chandler and got it in. Lucky there for Anglem that Smithburg didn't move up to second on the error, but a leadoff base runner for the Blue Jays nonetheless.
Always nice to start things off with a base runner. So Coughlin got a man on first to start things off. Got to be careful. Swinging and missing on that one for strike 1.
Yeah.
Coughlin's 0-1 pitch. Runner on first gets his lead. Now one catches the outside corner. Strike 1.
Yeah, let's hit her up right now. It's Cal Anthony. He's hitting the best baseball I've seen all year right now. 457 with 21 hits through 46 at bats. Hitting the best out of any Creighton Prep hitter right now.
Smithburg gets his lead at first. And outside for ball 1. Now the count 1-2 to Cal Anthony. Jay Coughlin comes set for the 1-2 pitch to Anthony. A long windup, and that pitch way outside. The count now 2-2.
Coughlin just needs to get ahead in the count here. If you're ahead in the count here, Coughlin can almost throw anything. But if you're behind in the count, you just need to probably locate it more. Just going to be important for Coughlin to get ahead.
The count 2-2 to Cal Anthony. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cal Anthony is down on strikes, and Coughlin picks up his 3rd strikeout of this early game.
Huge there. Three
Three
of the 4 batters that Coughlin's got out have been via the strikeout. And it's hopefully going to be a good day for Coughlin right here, showing his stuff right now.
1 away now in the top half of the second. Coughlin's pitch a little bit outside for ball 1.
Birchville hitting .254 on the year with 17 hits. Not the worst hitter by average in this lineup, but he can also put the ball in play, especially into the gaps. Been watching him for a little bit now.
Logan Birchfield in the box. Takes that pitch for a strike. The count now 1-1. Savoy will call timeout to go have a little chat with Jay Coughlin. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication going on. Hard to tell what this one could be about. And Savoy will return back to his spot behind the dish. And we're off with the 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Coughlin. That one's sky into right field. Anglem getting under it. And will make the grab. Now 2 away in the top half of the second.
Nice job here by Coughlin to bounce back after that leadoff single. Two quick outs, strikeout, and a fly out now. It'll be Ziola here. Coughlin just going to try to get this last out, get out of it.
Coughlin's pitch just a little bit outside for ball 1.
Ziola hitting .267 on the campaign so far this year.
Coughlin's pitch to Ziola. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Smithburg still just trotting out, wandering around first base. No action, no attempted steals so far. Lefty, Ziola steps in the box. And Coughlin tosses back over to first to keep an eye out for the runner.
Smithburg does have a couple stolen bases on the year so far, but not a big ceiling threat, but enough of a threat.
Coughlin set for the 1-1 pitch to Ziola. Inside, but swinging and fouling it back to the net for strike 2.
Looks like Savoy may have got hit on the thumb there off of the pitch, but like what I said earlier, it's important to get ahead of the count here if you're Jay Coughlin. He's been doing that really well so far today.
The umpire will collect a few more balls for his pockets. Give Savoy a second to catch his breath after that foul ball. The 1-2 pitch now to Ziola. Runner on first is Smithburg. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Coughlin will pick up his 5th strikeout of the game in just 7 hitters. What a start for Jay Coughlin and the Westside Warriors. No runs, no hits, 1 hit, and we'll head to the bottom half of the second. Westside up 1-0. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Westside leading 1-0. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Westside Warriors. Yeager, Hoffert, and Hall. After putting up 1 run last inning, courtesy of the Burke Brown single into right field.
Yeah, what I liked about that bottom half of the first, all of those hits, walks, runs came off of that run came off of 2 outs.
Pitch from Saul. Yeager fouls that one off the end of his bat for strike 1.
Yeager, a pretty solid hitter while on camera. Also pitched a complete game near shutout, hitting 278 on the year.
And that one's lined down the left field line, barely foul.
Pitch that ran inside on him. Nearly took that one down the line, but just a tad foul. Also a really solid hitter for this Westside team. A lot of them are really solid hitters.
278 on the season for Yeager. The 0-2 pitch way outside for ball 1.
Good approach there by Hall there. Just try to paint the corners. This umpire has a pretty big zone by Saul.
The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Yeager is tagged out and 1 away.
Saul right now just abusing that outside cutter. Getting a lot of them to chase, but if they don't chase, it's going to be a really good. The umpire's probably going to call that on the outer part of the zone.
Pitch from Saul. Catches the outside corner. Another great off-speed pitch, this time to Lewis Hoffert. At pitch, Hoffert swings and misses for strike 2. So quickly down in the count 0-2. Saul's pitch. In the opposite batter's box for ball 1.
Hofford can put him in play, but also that Stretches cannot. Strikes out a fair bit, but
The 1-2 pitch. Outside corner. Strike 3 is called. 2 away here in the bottom half of the second.
back-to-back strikeouts for Saul, and I'm noticing he is really pushing the pace right now of the Westside hitters. He's taken probably less than 15 seconds in between pitches in trying to speed up the Westside batters.
Now the 9-hole hitter, Landon Hall, in the batter's box as he dribbles that one down the right field line, but foul.
If you can't see here, that third baseman shaded in for the speedy Hall. Looks like we have catcher's interference.
It does appear so. So Landon Hall will get a free base. And we'll turn the order to the half of the order. Henningsen now.
You don't see a catcher's interference too often in high school baseball, so better take one while you can.
Henningsen now with the top half of the order, hitting .311. Had a walk, and that time he is plunked in the hip.
Second hit by pitch right now for Saul. Westside hitter just staying in there, taking him. French got hit earlier in the first inning, but
Up next for the Warriors,
Saul,
second baseman, number
Saul's been
19,
controlling his pitches pretty well, but
Marcus
he has had a couple
Chandler.
that have gone away from him, rather some down the middle, but a couple that have came in and plunked some of the Westside hitters. But a big opportunity for Westside.
Another chance for a 2-out rally. This time runners on first and second for Marcus Chandler. And that pitch is outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Chandler's just gonna try to get some revenge here. Grounded into a double play last time at bat. Didn't phase Westside with their 2-out rally, but
The pitch to Chandler is hit way over the net for strike 1.
Chandler just gonna try to get a 2-out rally started himself. If he can put a ball into a gap here, it's gonna definitely score a run.
Chandler leading the team in RBIs. A chance to add on one more. And that one's hit high into right field. Anthony coming in on it. And he'll make the grab for out number 3. No damage done in the bottom half of the second. And no hits in that inning, but 2 free bases given by the Junior Jays. Will head to the top half of the third. 1-0 Westside. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. 8-9-1 due up for the Junior Jays in the top half of the third. First pitch to Braden Cato in their first strike.
Even this bottom part of the lineup for the Junior Jays is a really solid hitting lineup. Cato hitting .318.
That pitch from Coughlin, another strike, so quickly down in the count, 0-2. First ball of the at-bat to Brandon Cato. Cato hitting .318 on the season so far. Coughlin's 1-2 pitch inside, coming up empty is Cato, and he's down on strikes for the first out of the top half of the third.
This is one of Coughlin's better performances. This is what you want to see if you're Coach Seals right now. Hard high fastballs, getting the swings and misses. Coughlin, I think that's his 5th strikeout on the day.
5 strikeouts indeed, and another swing and a miss by a Junior J hitter. This time it's Garrett Anderson.
Harrison just hitting over 300.
The 0-1 pitch. That one misses the plate for ball 1.
He is the 9-hitter, but he has had to hit 2 home runs on the season, which I don't see much from a 9-hitter in high school baseball.
That pitch from Coughlin, another strike. Down in the count now is Anderson, 1-2. That pitch, ball, evens out the count, 2-2. Coughlin's pitch, another strikeout for out number 2 in the top half of the third. This one looking in strikeout number 6 in what is just 8 batters so far.
Coughlin looking good. May have been a little outside, but but a call nonetheless. Number 6 on the day for Coughlin.
And another strike to lead things off to the top of the lineup for Henry Bartholomew. The 0-1 pitch, that one low, off speed.
Bartholomew, one of the hitters that hasn't struck out yet, got one pitch in the top of the first, grounded out to Chandler over there at second base.
That pitch from Coughlin, that one high for ball 2.
It's a really solid hitter. Another guy with 2 home runs, also a really big extra base threat.
That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2.
I'd say just both pitchers are abusing that outside corner.
That is exactly what it looks like, Hunter. Maybe a little bit of an extra inch or 2 on that corner. And that one just a little bit low. That couldn't have missed by more than what I'd say is a half an inch.
Yeah, that was really close.
And that pitch hit straight to short. Henningsen to grab it over to first. Yeager grabs it in time. And another 1-2-3 inning for Jay Coughlin with 2 strikeouts. We'll head to the bottom half of the third. Westside leads 1-0. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We're in the bottom half of the third. Westside leads 1-0. And Jay Coughlin with what is a perfect start so far. He has 6 strikeouts through 9 hitters. Nikolai French to step into the box now facing Michael Saul, who's given up 1 run so far. And he'll deliver the first pitch to French for a strike.
Yeah, both pitchers have been really solid right now. I'd say it's going to be a pitcher's duel right about now.
The 0-1 pitch, check swing and going around for strike 2.
Nikolai French got hit in his first at bat, but hitting 321. Can also probably the guy who can hit the ball the second hardest aside from Anglum.
The 0-2 pitch bounces outside for ball 1. Another one of those pitches that seem to have gotten away from Michael Saul.
He hasn't had many, but he's had a few which have caused rather a run or a couple of hit batters.
And that one's hit sharply to second. Birchfield grabs it. Toss over to first in time for out number 1.
Good start for the inning for Saul. Let's get that most important guy is that leadoff guy. Can determine if the inning's going to be a good one, bad one.
Next for the Warriors.
Either way.
Right fielder number 4.
first out, and Anglem, the cleanup hitter, due up next.
Anglem had a single in the first inning that played it a run. Ultimately was stranded at second base. First pitch of the at-bat. First strike. That one outside for ball one. The count now 1-1. Check swing, but still in the zone for strike two. The 1-2 pitch to Anglem. Sharp liner straight into the net. Watch out.
Anglem is a tough guy to get out here. He doesn't have the best average, hitting under the Mendoza line, but he is a tough guy to get out.
And that pitch in the dirt, holding back on that one. Count 2-2. That is a tough off-speed pitch to lay off Hunter in the dirt.
Yeah, he really wanted that one.
The 2-2 pitch. Outside corner. Out on strikes is Nick Anglem.
Once again, that umpire giving a little leeway on that outside edge, which benefits or hurts both teams, but he's going to keep calling it consistently, and it's going to be, and those pitchers are going to be abusing it.
Now Burke Brown in the box. That one a little bit low for strike one, or ball one. Burke Brown drove in the only run of this game so far with a single to right field. And that one, a dribbler foul to count 1-1.
Yeah, it was a nice warm reception back for Burke Brown, who, like you said earlier, came off a concussion. But just trying to keep maybe another 2-out rally going for Westside here.
1-1 pitch, way outside, ball two.
Correction batter, Burke Brown.
2-1 pitch coming from Saul to Burke Brown. And that one straight down the gut, strike two. Brown to receive the 2-2 pitch. Hits that one sharp liner to first. One hopper and tagging over on the base for out number 3. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Michael Saul will head to the top half of the fourth. The score 1-0. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Jay Coughlin out for his fourth inning of work, and he has been what I would classify as nearly perfect, Hunter. Racking up the strikeouts and having one heck of an outing so far, only giving up one hit.
Yeah, right now Coughlin's been on his game. If he can keep it up, it should be a nice game for him. Ooh.
Now one's fouled way up down the first base line and hooking foul and out of play. 6 strikeouts so far for Jay Coughlin and 9 hitters. In the batter's box, Tony Caniglio. That one outside, ball one.
Yeah, Coughlin has been getting ahead in the count, which has been really helping him using that outside edge. And
Coughlin nearly hits Caniglio on that one.
It's also just been,
Behind the hitter.
yeah, no, that was nearly hit him there, but he's been on point today. That only blemish was a hit, and it wasn't even a good one.
Check swing upstairs. And we'll say no go. So the count 3-2 to Tony Caniglio. Coughlin will come set for the full count pitch. Check swing outside, and Tony Caniglio will draw a no out walk.
It's a nice job there by Caniglio, just working the count. He may have won on that ball 3 pitch, but
First walk of the game so far.
it looks like we have a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner will
The
be
courtesy runner,
Paul
number
Ryberg.
7, Paul Ryberg, for Caniglio, the catcher. That's usually what we see, the catcher getting the courtesy runner.
Rather catcher or the pitcher.
Now in the box, Mike
Designated
Wheelock.
hitter number 1, Mike
One
Wheelock.
was the second strikeout of the game for Jay Coughlin, who now has 6. Runner on first with no outs for Mike Wheelock in the backs. Shows bunt, doesn't lay it down, will take the pitch for a ball.
Wheelock, most homers on the team, 5 of them, hitting .391 and a lot of extra base hits. Tough out for the Warriors to get.
The speedy Ryberg, the courtesy runner over at first. Jay Coughlin keeping a close eye on him. Wheelock, 1-0 pitch. Coughlin comes set and delivers. Bunt is fouled up and backwards. Chasing it is Savoy, but unable to make the catch.
Good effort there by Savoy. Tried to go get it. Coughlin just doesn't want Ryberg to get into scoring position. Still holding a 1-0 lead, keeping the Blue Jays off the board early.
Never a good sign when you're popping a bunt, Hunter. Looking to move Ryberg over to second base. The count 1-1 after that foul ball on the bunt. Coughlin to deliver the pitch. Bunt laid down. French charging at it. Good bunt. Toss over to first. Good play over at third for French to retire Wheelock.
Wheelock is a pretty fast guy there, but good throw there over there by French to get him. Still a sacrifice bunt there, moving Ryberg over to second, and a well-placed hit. And if Smithburg can get a well-placed hit like he did last time he was up, the only blemish on Coughlin right now, Junior Jays can tie this game up.
Smithburg, the one in the box, the only person to have a hit so far against Jay Coughlin. First pitch high.
It's probably going to be Coughlin's ending here. This is deciding ending to see how he does with a runner in scoring position. I think he may have had 1 on the day so far, but it'll be good to see here how he can work around it.
Coughlin's pitch, outside corner, strike 1. Like you've just said several times so far today, Hunter, these pitchers are just abusing, absolutely painting the outside corner.
Don't know how many pitches yet have been called on that outside edge there, but definitely probably over 10, maybe close to 20. Hitters need to swing at that.
That one's lined into left field. Coming in on it and making the grab is Burke Brown. And almost a near air throw, looking to kind of catch the runner off guard, but Yeager in his position to stop the ball.
It was a good piece of hitting there by Smithburg. Hit it really solid, but Burke Brown just had to take a few steps over, and he was just right there. Probably couldn't have used that third at second there, but either way, 2 outs, still a runner at second.
Burke Brown, a really good outfielder, just a sophomore, really young guy, having a great start to his varsity campaign. Coughlin's first pitch to Cal Anthony is a ball. Runner still on second is the courtesy runner Rylan. That one's tapped over to first, but foul. So heading back to the bases will be the hitter and runner.
Anthony, like we said before, has the best average on this team. 457 coming into today. A couple home runs, a lot of RBIs, and a lot of hits for his sample size. He's played 22 games, so his 457 average isn't over a small number of plate appearances.
1-1 pitch from Coughlin. Another one on the outside corner for strike 2. A lot of energy from the Westside dugout early in this game. Runner on second, Ryberg. And Coughlin's pitch barely misses for strike 2. The count evens out at 2-2.
This Westside dugout right now, it's amped up more than I've seen him in the times I've been here.
Cal Anthony looking for his first on base after a strikeout. That one's lined down the left field line, and it's going to drop fair. Burke Brown charging over to the line. Runner will score. The play at second base, there is none, and Creighton Prep ties this thing up at 1.
That is a good piece of hitting there by Cal Anthony. Got the pitch he wanted on that outside edge. He had to swing at it, but he picked his pitch right, drove it opposite field. A good hit, and it drives in a run, ties the game. We have a brand new ball game here, 1-1. Coughlin now just going to try to get out of it and not allow Prep to take the lead.
Nothing much Burke Brown could do out there in left. Just a great piece of hitting from Cal Anthony to drive in that run. Straight down the line for the 2-out double. Now stepping into the box, Logan Birchfield. He's got a chance to help the Junior Jays take the lead. That one's high, way out of play. Getting up to the clouds.
Cal Anthony, only a sophomore over there at second base, but he can also run. 8 stolen bases on the year, and a slow roller through the infield can probably play to run here, give the Junior Jays a lead.
That pitch outside in the dirt for ball 2. Coughlin down in the count, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Coughlin will step off the rubber. Take a look. The runner at second, Cal Anthony. Now he'll come set for the 2-1 pitch. He'll kick and he'll deal. Straight on the outside corner once again for strike 2. Two-two pitch to Coughlin. 2 outs, runner on second. And that one barely catching a piece of it is Birchfield. He'll stay alive.
What I've liked about these Prep hitters, they've been putting the ball in play. They were a little bit hesitant to swing a bat in those first 3 innings, but right now they've been swinging out really good pitches, especially that one by Cal Anthony, get that double, but have also taken pitches that they originally wouldn't have in the first inning. Still no strikeouts in the inning right now for Jake Coughlin right now.
Had 6 coming into this 4th inning, but now he's given up a run and a walk along with the RBI double. And he misses there for ball 3. The count is loaded.
Probably the most important pitch of the day right here by Coughlin. Just a full count pitch here could allow his second base runner to get on or get him out of the inning with only 1 run of damage.
Full count pitch to Birchfield. Line straight into left field. Burke Brown quickly on it. Will hold the runner at third. And a 2-out single with runners on the corners now for Charlie Ziola.
Good job there by Burke Brown that charged the ball. Get it in quickly. It probably wouldn't even score if he would have played it off the hop. But Ziola now a huge opportunity here to give Prep the lead.
We're going to have a mound visit for Jay Coughlin as he's got a little bit of a sticky situation. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Would like to go back. Great play by Burke Brown in left field to prevent that run from coming around.
Yeah, it was a hard hit ball there, probably nearly up to 90 probably on the exit velocity there. Just split the shortstop right third baseman gap. Perfectly
We'll
placed
get a
hit
PR,
there.
a little hungry, a little thirsty,
And
concessionary
he just
area
corralled
is
it quickly,
open.
got it into the cutoff man,
Eats, drinks,
and even held the guy at first. So a really nice play there by Brown to
delicious popcorn.
keep Smith Ryberg over there at third base and try to keep the Junior Jays off the board.
Burke Brown actually having a great start to the game. Actually drove in the only run for the Westside Warriors so far.
He has the only hit for the Westside Warriors right now.
That's exactly right. One hit, one run, courtesy of Burke Brown, who also just made a good play out in left field. Charlie Ziola will step into the box with runners on the corners and 2 outs in the top half of the fourth. Coughlin's pitch, sharp liner to first base, but barely getting foul before Yeager can come up on it.
The guy over at first, Birchfield, he has 9 stolen bases on the year, so he is a stealing threat. What do you think you do here if you're catcher French right now? If you want to have a chance to go over at second, get that out, or maybe fake throw it, try to get the runner at third? Lots of possibilities right now, but a stealing threat that could give 2 runners in scoring position for the Jays.
Coughlin gets set to deliver the 0-1 pitch, and he'll throw it back, checking on Birchfield. Got to be careful with any sort of throw to first or even to second in a steal situation with that runner on third. Coughlin, 0-1, delivers the pitch outside for ball 1.
The runner over there, Anthony's given a little fit there for Savoy. Just trying to bait him into the throw.
Anthony at second. Over at first, Birchfield, and a good stop by Trey Savoy to prevent a run from scoring. Count 2-1. Savoy, a really good catcher, really good behind the plate at making those kind of stops.
Yeah, Westside has 2 good catchers in Savoy and French. Split time evenly, but Savoy more of a defensive catcher.
The pitch from Coughlin outside, ball 3. The count now 3-1.
Coughlin hasn't been down many times in the count so far today, but see what he can do here. Maybe go with a fastball here, but not anything that the hitter Ziola can't manhandle.
3-1, runners on the corners, 2 outs. Coughlin delivers the pitch. Now it's hit straight into center field, going way back is Hall at the wall, off the bottom of the wall. Run 1 will score. Coming around third, and another run will score. And the play at third can't get there. And a 2 RBI triple for Charlie Ziola, and a 3-1 lead for the Junior Jays.
Like what I just said, you can't give him a pitch that he can manhandle, and he took that one really deep there. And the center fielder, center fielder could not go and grab it. It was a good hit. It's only 360 to that center field wall, and it just knocked off the bottom of the wall in a clutch 2-out hit.
Huge hit by Charlie Ziola, driving in both Cal Anthony and Logan Birchfield. And all of a sudden, a 3-run top half of the fourth. This is a completely different game. And that one's lined straight into center field. Another run will score. And a 2-out single by Braden Cato. And the game is 4-0, Junior Jays.
Now this game has completely flipped on its head. Coughlin came into the inning 6 strikeouts and just dominating Prep. But right now it's Prep dominating Coughlin. 4 runs over this inning. All of this happening on 2 outs right now. And Coughlin just trying to limit the damage.
Coughlin's given up 4 straight hits, a double, a single, a triple, and then just recently a 1-run RBI for Braden Cato, who is over at first, and a 4-1 lead for the Junior Jays. Garrett Anderson comes up empty. He's down in the count 0-2.
Yeah, the Jays have just been swinging at more pitches, and they've been good pitches for them to hit, finding gaps, especially the one for Ziola getting it right over the head. Center field.
Runner goes. That one's hit high into right field, hooking foul. Going over and diving is Nick Englum, but he cannot make the catch.
Once again, good effort there by Englum. I think he might have been there, just missed the ball on the dive. But
The count remains 0-2 for Garrett Anderson, who is struck out back in the third. Anderson, the 8th hitter coming to the plate for the Junior Jays. The only person not to hit is the top of the order, Henry Bartholomew, who is in the on-deck circle. Runner goes once again, and that one's fouled straight into the net.
I think the prep coach here just wants to go for a hit and run now. If he can get a well-placed ball into over the head of the infield here, that can put runners on the corners with still 2 outs, but Coughlin just needs to put the hitter Anderson away, get this final out, trust your offense.
The pitch to Coughlin. That one's hit high in the field. Going back is 3 people, but ultimately making the grab is Charlie Henningsen from the shortstop position. But a 4-run top half of the 4th gives the Junior Jays a 4-1 lead. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. The Prep Junior Jays put up a 4-run 4th inning, and all of a sudden they're ahead 4-1. And now stepping into the box, looking to flip things around, is Trey Savoy. Westside trails 4-1. Michael Saul stepping back onto the mound with what is a really comfortable lead now. Huge thank to his hitters on the other side. That pitch catches the outside corner, strike 2.
Yeah, this is the first time today Saul is going to be pitching with a lead, and it's going to be interesting here to see how he pitches.
Pitch to Savoy, that one outside. Still down in the count though, 1-2.
Yeah, it was a good inning by the Junior Jays there. Got 4 runs off of 4 hits. Westside needs to about do the same here to try to tie him.
Another pitch outside, still now the count 2-2.
Coughlin was dealing up until then, just couldn't find it in the 4th.
2-2 pitch, tapped foul to the on-deck circle. Count will stay at 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Saul to Savoy. Outside, loads the count at 3-2.
Westside here just going to try to work up the pitch count of Saul and try to get as many walks hits as possible.
The 3-2 pitch fouled straight up into the air and out of play. Three-two pitch from Saul to Savoy. Outside corner rung up. Savoy thought he had ball 4, but now he's trotting back to the dugout. Strike 3.
Like we said earlier, this umpire is just going to be calling all of those outside. If it's near the outside edge, he's going to probably call it. And it was a Good pitch.
That pitch in the dirt for ball one to Harry Yeager. The umpire's consistent calling that outside corner. Both teams. Yeager fouls that one back into the net for strike one.
Yeager hitting .278 coming into this game. A few extra base hits. Not really an extra base hitter, but he can spark a rally. He has been good on camera this season.
1-1 pitch fouled into the mid of the catcher, Caniglio, for strike two. One-two from Saul to Yeager. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Michael Saul.
Saul right now is dealing.
Designated
Except for
hitter,
that
number
one run in
11,
the first inning there
Lewis Hopper.
on that 2-hour rally. He has been pretty much perfect.
Now the hitter, Landon Lewis Hoffert, and going to be an error on the shortstop. That one rolls into left field. Anderson should have been a pretty routine play, but he mishandles it. And now we'll head to the bottom of the order in Landon Hall.
E6 there.
Center fielder number 7.
It was not a
Hall.
tough hop there, but just misplayed, and an error could come back to bite the Blue Jay, but to bite the Junior Jays if Hall can get a 2-hour rally started.
He'll come up empty, big hack and a whiff on that first pitch. Runner at first is Lewis Hoffert. And in the batter's box, Landon Hall to receive the 0-1 pitch. Short hopper to second. Birchfield over to first in time. And a quick inning by Michael Saul, and the Junior Jays maintain their 4-1 lead, and we'll head to the top of the fifth. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Henry Bartholomew, the top of the order, due up for the Junior Jays. Just an inning after they put up 4. And Coughlin back out on the mound, but he had a really rough 4th inning. 8 batters coming to the plate, giving up 4 straight hits, including two extra base hits. And all of a sudden, a 2-out rally put up 4 runs.
Yeah, Coughlin was dealing through the first 3 innings, just couldn't find it himself in the 4th. And if Prep can relapse another inning out, this game might be over.
Starts this at bat off to Bartholomew. 2-1. Coughlin's pitch, a little bit high and outside. The count now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch to Coughlin, fouled straight back and out of play.
Coughlin not looking really good while he is down in the count. Has given up, I think, 2 out of his 4 hits while down, and given up a little too many walks here today.
3-2 pitch, Fouled straight back, and we'll do it all over again at 3-2.
Prep hitters just attacking the ball, hitting them to the tennis courts back there.
Once again, the full count pitch. Inside, strike 3. Another hitter who thought he had ball 4, but now will head back to the dugout on strikes.
That one looked a little bit more close than the Savoy strikeout, but it was really close.
Tony Cleniglio, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a walk. Start things off with a ball way outside. Coughlin's 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Coniglio. Strike 1.
Like what we said earlier, Coniglio, dual threat athlete, plays football and baseball. He's pretty good at both as well.
Another outside corner pitch by Coughlin for a strike. Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coughlin's 1-2 pitch. A little bit high for ball 2. Two the count to Tony Coniglio. And that ball is in the dirt, and we'll have another full count. Three-two pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. And a 1-out walk for Tony Coniglio. And he'll toss it over to 391 hitting DH, Mike Wheelock.
Designated hitter number 1, Mike Wheelock.
Wheelock, a really good hitter, just hitting below 400, 25 hits, 22 RBIs, and a whopping 5 homers. The best stat out of all of the prep hitters I've seen today. We will have another pinch runner too. I think it's it's Ryberg back on the pinch running.
Pinch running number 7, Ryberg.
Same pitch runner who actually came in and scored part of that 4-run 4th inning.
Scored that first run, which would tied it.
Mike Wheelock will call time. Coughlin trying to find himself after he had that 6 strikeouts in just 3 innings. Now he's back on the struggle bus. Draws a swing and a miss there from Wheelock. Runner at first is Tony Coniglio, and his pitch runner, Ryberg. Coughlin will check on him, and he'll deliver the 0-1 pitch. Comsets delivered the 0-1 pitch. That one way outside for ball 1. Coughlin kind of just messing with his rhythm, some short, some fast, just trying to find himself again after that great start.
Yeah, Coughlin just needs a real good bounce back inning here. If he allows another run here, it's going to probably be his day. Just trying to look for something here to get out of this inning. Maybe a ground ball double play.
Nobody in the bullpen. Runner goes. That one's chopped to third. French, no play at second, but he'll toss it to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
That was kind of that double play ball, at least the fielder's short ball, but Ryberg was stealing there. Still got the French still made a nice throw there. Got the force out at first. Ryberg moved over to second, and now it's Smithberg, but another runner in scoring position for the Junior Jays.
Smithberg with a chance to knock in a run with some sort of hit. The really fast runner Ryberg at second. Coughlin will deliver the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. Coughlin was really locating that fastball, had some great off speed in those first 3 innings, and now he's kind of just lost all of that in these last 2 innings. That pitch is hit straight back up the middle, coming over is Henningsen, and tossed to Yeager at first in time, and another scoreless inning put up by Jay Coughlin, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. The Junior Jays still lead 4-1. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. The Junior Jays lead 4-1. We're in the bottom of the fifth. In the box to start things off for the Warriors is Charlie Henningsen at the top of the order. 1, 2, 3 due up in this inning. That curveball is high for ball 2.
Yeah, if you're Westside here, this is probably your best chance to probably get at least one of the 3 runs back that you need. Top 3.
And that pitch is lined into right field, and they'll get down for a base hit. Charlie Henningsen will lead things off with a single.
Textbook Oppo single. A little bit on the inside. Missed the barrel by a tad, but right over the second baseman's head and in a perfectly placed ball right on the clouds and right. But now it's the freshman Chandler who can do some damage.
Marcus Chandler 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out and a double play ball. And a check throw down to first, not in time. Caniglio trying to catch Henningsen off guard. The count 1-0 for Marcus Chandler. The .366 hitting freshman, and another pitch outside for ball 2.
Chandler off to a successful start as a freshman on the varsity squad. Like you just said, .366. And looking to get a clutch hit here.
Lets that one go. Another check throw down to first against Henningsen. That ball was a strike. The count 2-1. Saul shakes off the sign from Caniglio. Gets ready to deliver the 2-1 pitch. Way upstairs and going around is Chandler for strike 2. Heater upstairs is always hard to lay off. Chandler went that time, and now the count 2-2. Lets that one go outside. A full count now.
Chandler right now just trying to look to protect the zone. If he gets his pitch, he can crush it, but not looking to get.
Full count pitch lined out into center field, and it's not going to get down. The runner was at second, and he's not quite going to be tagged up at first. Danger situation as he was stealing on the pitch.
That was I think, center fielder tried to deke out the runner. Henningsen, I think he did a pretty good job at it. It looked like that ball was going to slice down. It looked like Chandler was going to get on base, but nice running grab. And he would have had the runner. He would have had Henningsen's number 2 if the throw was on point. So we will have a mound visit right now.
Nobody was out in the bullpen for the Junior Jays, so we will not have a pitching change. But a little bit of a mound visit with Charlie Henningsen at first. Also looks like they're maybe touching up the pitch comm of the catcher, Tony Caniglio. Quick little shake of the brain for Michael Saul. Not in a dangerous situation yet. Still got a pretty high pitch count if I were to imagine, though, Hunter.
Yeah, probably something maybe over 50, maybe even over 60, but this can be an important batter right here to get maybe 2 on for the Warriors or 2 out.
French nearly gets hit. Henningsen will move up on the wild pitch. Just another one of those pitches Michael Saul lost complete control of.
Yeah, he's been, especially to these righties, he has been having a bit of trouble. He already plunked French once today. Nearly did on that second time. He just stood in there. I thought that he might have been taking one on the back.
Instead, it goes behind the hitter. Runner moves up to second. Lines that one down the left field line and fair. Henningsen coming around third. He will score with ease. And French coming into second. The play is going to get him. What a throw in left field by Ziola to get French at second.
Overall, not a devastating play there by Prep. A dart there by the left fielder. And that was it. I think it seemed like French may have wanted to he might have gotten around the tag, but he was off the bag, still got him. A run scores by Henningsen, but a good piece of hitting.
Good line drive hit down the left field line by French. But he gets gunned out at second with a throw by Cade Ziola.
Ziola's probably been the MVP so far today.
And another pitch, that one way behind the hitter.
Once again, he's having a little bit of control issues against the righties. We will have somebody warming up in the bullpen for Westside.
Nick Engblom hits that one sharply down the right field line and way foul.
It looks like it's Marcus Chandler down there warming up.
2-1 count to Nick Engblom, who has a strikeout and a single. Hits that one high in the infield. Cato under that one. And the shortstop, Anderson, will make the grab for out number 3. The Westside Warriors plate 1 on what could have been a double by Nikolai French. And now we'll head to the top of the 6th. Trailing by 2 are the Warriors. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We've got a new pitcher, Marcus Chandler, and Braden Hosey will take his spot at second base. Marcus Chandler now on the mound for the Westside Warriors. Hunter, why don't you tell us a little bit about Marcus Chandler, the freshman?
Freshman, he's been doing really great right now. He's a fireballer. He's usually the team's closer. Has a 2.95 ERA and a 1-0 record through 9 appearances, the most on the team by a few. But he has been really solid. 19 innings in relief. He has had a couple starts. 24 strikeouts to 8 walks. That is the stat I'm most impressed by. He can throw mid to high 80s. He's got a solid curveball and off-speed pitch. And overall, he's probably Coach Seals can use him anyway. He's been a starter a few times. He's closed out a game most of the time, but he can also be a setup reliever. He can do it all. He can also hit the ball hard. He's kind of your all-in-one Swiss Army knife. But overall, he's just going to try to have to limit the damage here. Still down 4-2. Your goal, if you're Chandler, don't give him any insurance here, and let your offense do the work for you. Hosey will be coming in as the replacement for Chandler at second base. He is a really good fielder, and he's got a lot of range.
And heading to the plate, right fielder number 11, Cal Anthony.
Cal Anthony will lead this 6th inning off for the Junior Jays. Takes the first pitch for a ball. And he swings and misses on that pitch for the first strike of the at-bat. The count 1-1.
Anthony hitting over 450 coming into today. Like we said earlier, he is a really good hitter. Also has a couple home runs on the year.
They count 1-1. Marcus Chandler, the freshman, on the mound now. His pitch is lined into right field. Hosey jumping up for it, can't make the grab. And struggling to grab it is Nick Engblom in right field, but a leadoff single for Cal Anthony and the Junior Jays.
Hosey there, I thought he might have had it there, just tipped off the end of his glove.
Logan Birchfield.
But Birchfield will come up, and a leadoff hitter right now for Creighton Prep.
Birchfield will step into the box with a runner on first, no outs. Facing the freshman Marcus Chandler, who just stepped out onto the mound. Squaring to bunt and popping it up down the left field line, and it's going to be foul.
Right now, Prep hasn't been the greatest bunting team right now. Has popped up a couple of them. and a couple of near diving catches by the catcher Savoy and the third baseman French could have been bad, but they've gotten one sacrifice bunt down, and I think they may have gotten one or two, but I think they're wanting to get that insurance run over there with Anderson home.
The pitch, squaring to bunt once again, taking an outside pitch for a strike. Now 2 strikes. Got to be careful if you're going to bunt.
Yeah, 2 out, 2 strikes here. If you're the hitter Birchfield here, you rather commit to the bunt or just try to swing the lumber.
Runner doesn't go. That one's hit into left field. Burke Brown charging a sliding grab to keep the runner at first and retire Birchfield.
Nice little sliding catch there by Brown out there in left field. Low line drive there. Kept the ball in front of him, make a nice sliding catch. Help out his pitcher Chandler there. And 1 away now.
1 away for Charlie Ziola, now stepping into the box. Runner still on first in Cal Anthony. 7-hole hitter. Ziola in the box. Ziola had a 2 RBI triple back in that 4-run 4th inning.
Yeah, he's probably been the MVP so far. Had that 2-run triple in the 4th inning to give them the lead, and also made a nice play to nab French at second in that bottom half of the 5th.
Swinging away and coming up empty to go down in the count 0-2. 1 away for Marcus Chandler on the bump. Runner at first, Cal Anthony. Checking the signs on his wrist is Charlie Ziola. Chandler will check the runner at first and deliver the pitch way outside for ball 1. One-two pitch from Chandler to Ziola. Runner will go, swing and a miss. The throw from Savoy down to second is not going to be in time, but retiring on strikes, Marcus Chandler gets Ziola.
First punch out of the day for Chandler. A good pitch there. If that would have been a fastball there, they might have been able to nab Anthony.
15, Braden Cato.
Cato's going to be due up, but it was a good pitch by Chandler, off speed, had the height, and it wasn't the best jump there by Anthony at first base. If it wasn't for the pitch selection, he might have been nabbed in a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Now in the box, Braden Cato facing Marcus Chandler with a runner on second and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 6th, sorry. Chandler's first pitch of the at-bat, curveball in for a strike. Count 0-1 to the 8-hole hitter, Braden Cato. The 0-1 pitch, fastball straight down the gut for strike 2. And guess what, Hunter? His hat is staying on today.
Yeah, last time out, he'd think he lost his hat 10, maybe even 20 times. His hat's still staying on right now. Still waiting for that first hat to drop.
His curveball there, inside corner, barely coming off the plate for the first ball. Marcus Chandler thought he had him.
Yeah, that one was close. It was a good curveball. I thought that one may have clipped the strike zone there, especially with this umpire, but I guess not.
The 1-2 pitch catches the outside corner that time for strike 3. Marcus Chandler strikes out the side, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Junior Jay's up 4-2. Welcome back here to the WTV Live Network. Hunter Valapek, I'm Zach Kastrick. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Junior Jays are ahead 4-2. The Westside Warriors down to their final 6 outs. Burke Brown with the first hit of the game and also drove in the first run of the game for the Westside Warriors, now in the box.
Gill is still on the bump here. They're trying to get him to go the distance.
Swing and a miss by Burke Brown for strike 1. The count 1-1.
We do have some activity up in the Junior Jays bullpen. Don't know who yet, though.
That pitch Burke Brown comes up empty on for strike 2. The count 1-2. Burke Brown trying to lead things off with some sort of way to get on base. Takes that pitch outside for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch to Burke Brown. Swinging on and hitting it back into the net. We'll do the 2-2 pitch all over again.
Good job there by Gill. He threw 4 straight sliders to start the at-bat and then went with a fastball. Got Brown to swing there, but a good foul ball to spoil the pitch.
2-2 pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 3. Burke Brown not happy with that one.
This zone has been brutal for both hitters. Mainly Westside, though.
13,
But that one, I don't think Brown liked the call all that much, and I don't think we liked it up here either. But nonetheless, one out right now.
That one looked like it was a little bit more outside than the others. That one chopped up over the mound to shortstop, over to first. Anderson makes the play for out number 2.
Good two hitters here by Gill. Getting the first 2 outs key here, but Westside has been pretty good with 2 outs here. Pretty solid.
Baseman, number 8, Harry Yeager.
Yeager just going to try to get a rally going.
Yeager, the 7-hole hitter, looking to get on base with 2 outs. Still trailing by 2. Saul will come set for the pitch. And swinging and missing is Yeager for strike 2. Saul, 0-2 pitch, another one on the outside corner, and he'll strike out Harry Yeager to end the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the top of the 7th after the 1-2-3 inning. Junior Jays 4, Warriors 2. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. The Junior Jays are ahead 4-2. 8-9-1 due up for the Junior Jays. Marcus Chandler back out on the mound for his 2nd inning. Good curveball to lead things off to Braden Cato for strike 1. That one lined up off the mound. Tough hopper. Hosey comes up with it. Charges. Throw to first in time.
Jose always makes it look so difficult. goes all in with the charge and makes good crossbody throws, gets the out. But Chandler just not trying to allow another insurance run here. Westside already down 2.
And Marcus Chandler's curveball almost hits Henry Bartholomew. That one was way inside. 1-0 pitch. That one straight down the gut for strike 1 to the leadoff hitter, Henry Bartholomew. Chandler's fastball hit straight into right field for a 1-out base hit.
Not good here if you're Westside. Bartholomew leads the Jays in stolen bases with 15 on the year so far, looking to make it 16. Probably the speediest guy on the team here. He is a good leadoff hitter. But Caniglio is also a really good hitter. Bartholomew is going to try to get into scoring position and could be a big threat, maybe another insurance run for the Jays.
2 walks for Caniglio to go along with a strikeout back in the first. Takes that first pitch high and inside for strike 1. The runner at first is Henry Bartholomew. In the box, Tony Caniglio. Runner goes, fouled back into the net. The runner will have to return.
Yeah, Caniglio did not look pleased on that foul ball. It was a curveball. It could have been the pitch he wanted. But also, Bartholomew was already probably nearly halfway down the line when it would have reached the catcher Savoy's glove. So it would have been stolen base number 16, but still runner at Bartholomew is still at first with Caniglio still up at the ditch with 0-2 count.
Runner goes once again. That one lined up, hits Marcus Chandler in the legs. Can he get it to first in time? It's too high and cannot make the play.
Ooh. That one was a close play there. Yeager nearly got the foot down, but now they're going to go check it to see if Chandler is all right.
Chandler took that line drive right up into the legs. Couldn't make the play at first. Brought Harry Yeager off the bag. Now we have a 1-out situation for Marcus Chandler on the mound. With runners at first and second. The runner at second, Henry Bartholomew, Tony Caniglio over at first.
They're going to let Chandler get a couple practice pitches in. But it's gonna be major trouble here if they can get a ball into the outfield with Bartholomew's quickness, agility, speed, whatever you want to call it. He can get across, and Caniglio can also get across on a well-placed ball into the gap. So right now, not good for the Warriors, and insurance runs are going to be key here for Creighton Prep. They're more underrated than you think, Zach.
The 1-out, runners on first and second in the box, Mike Wheelock. Foul tip into the gloves of Savoy for strike 1.
Wheelock still not the guy you want up right now if you're Westside, but is if you're Creighton Prep. 5 homers, hitting over 390. Is a really, really good hitter.
Chandler checks on the runner at second and hits Wheelock to load the bases with just 1 out.
And he also lost his hat for the first time.
Not a good situation for the Westside Warriors. Bases loaded, 1 out, and they trail by 4 in the 7th inning.
Trail by 2 in the 7th inning. But bases loaded situation, not a good look for the freshman right now.
Liam Smithberg.
Smithberg up next, and Chandler's just going to try to avoid a meatball here and pitch around, get the strikeout. But if you're Westside, he's the pitcher to get that good, clean strikeout.
Gets a swing and a miss for the first pitch of the at-bat to Smithberg. Runners on all bases. Only 1 out. Chandler will get ready for the 0-1 pitch. He'll check the runner at second and third. And he'll deal. That one's lined to second. Hosey coming up with it. Runner will score. The toss to first is in time for out number 2. But he plates a run, and the Junior Jays are up 5-2 now.
Key insurance run there by Creighton Prep. I did like it was a good play over there by Hosey over at second. Maybe a double play there, but
right fielder,
he'll take the out.
Anthony.
A really close bang-bang play. 2 away, but a run scores and a little bit more work for the Westside offense in the bottom of the 7th. But they have come back down from this before in that first game against Burke.
5-2 now the deficit for the Warriors. Runners on second and third still. That one fouled back to the backstop. 0-1 now to the hitter, Cal Anthony.
This inning's still not over yet. You still have runners on second and third, which could get them out of Grand Slam range here. A well-placed hit by Anthony.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. Now 0-2 the count to Cal Anthony. Chandler will come set, get the sign from Trey Savoy. Check the runner at second and third and deliver the pitch. Chopper straight back to Chandler at the mound. The toss to first with plenty of time, but scoring 1 run in the top half of the 7th, the Junior Jays, they head to the bottom of the 7th with a 5-2 lead.
In the 7th for the
Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We're in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 3 outs away are the Junior Jays from a win over their rivals, the Westside Warriors. Michael Saul back on the mound for his 7th inning of work, looking to throw a complete game. And down to their final 3 outs are the Westside Warriors. Braden Hosey now to lead things off for the Westside Warriors.
Yeah, they need Hosey to get a leadoff hit here. He is a huge deep threat.
And he lines that one straight to the second baseman, Birchfield, over to first to retire the leadoff hitter. Now the 9-hole hitter, Landon Hall, with 1 out. Got to get some people on base if you're the Westside Warriors. Pitch from Saul, outside for ball 1. Somebody warming up in the pen for the Junior Jays in case things go sideways on the mound for Michael Saul. And Hall in the batter's box will start with a 1-1 count. 1-1 pitch, straight down the gut, strike 2. Two one now, the count. The pitch from Saul, lined straight to second base once again. Birchfield, routine ground out, and 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. And now Charlie Henningsen stepping into the box could be the final hitter for the Westside Warriors.
Last chance you now for Westside. It's always that final out that things get the most interesting. They are only down 3, but 3 runs they haven't even scored 3 runs in this game, so pretty hard to come by.
Curveball to lead things off for a strike to Henningsen. Oh, 1 pitch to Henningsen. In there for a strike, and the Warriors are down to their final strike of the game. 0-2 pitch coming to Henningsen. High for ball 1. They count now 1-2.
Another one by Gill that keeps getting away from him. He's thrown maybe like one of them an inning, but he has been otherwise solid.
That pitch outside for ball 2 evens out the count at 2-2.
Henningsen just going to try to knock anything away, spoil any good pitches, try to keep at-bat alive.
The 2-2 pitch outside for ball 3, full count. Three-two pitch coming to Charlie Henningsen. Could be the final pitch of this game, but in the meantime, Caniglia will go talk to the pitcher, Sal. Three-two pitch coming to Charlie Henningsen. Could be the final at-bat for the Westside Warriors. The 3-2 pitch. Dropped in the dirt for ball 4, and the Westside Warriors hope to stay alive.
Good 4-pitch, good walk there. Was down 0-2 in the count. Pitch knocked off a couple of good fouled off some pretty good pitches, and keep Westside alive here with Chandler up next.
Chandler will take the first pitch in the dirt for a ball. Still trailing by 3, only a runner on first so far. 1-0 coming up to Marcus Chandler. Pitch is fouled back into the net, out of play for strike 1. Count 1-1 to the freshman. Runner's going to go. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. Henningsen picks up a stolen base. Moves up into scoring position for Marcus Chandler.
Westside needs to score. They can do it now with the top of the lineup. Chandler, French, Anglum.
That pitch nearly hit Marcus Chandler. Still trying to keep things alive. 3-1 coming up to Marcus Chandler. Saul will check at Henningsen. The runner's going to go. The throw down to third is not going to be in time. A dangerous choice by Charlie Henningsen. And now runners on the corners, 2 outs for Nikolai French.
Down to their final out. Now they have two runners on. The tire up to the plate in French.
We're going to get people to head back to the bullpen. Could we possibly see a pitching change with just 1 out?
There are 2 away, Zach.
And it looks like we're going to see a new pitcher to get this final out of the inning.
But a great day nonetheless from Gill.
Michael Saul, what an outing.
Or from Saul.
Throws 6 2/3. Just 1 out away from taking this win. And while we have all this going on, Brody Gock will head down to first to be a courtesy runner for Marcus Chandler.
Courtesy runner for the Warriors will be number 1.
Yeah, just like you said, 6 2/3, nearly a complete game, but giving up 2 back-to-back walks didn't help his case. But a good day nonetheless, giving up 2 runs in line for the win. Still trying to figure out who this new pitcher is.
The new pitcher will be number 9, Brady Eck. All he's got to do is strike out or get any sort of out, and this game will be over. They're just 1 out away, 3 strikes.
Yeah, Eck is a solid pitcher. 5.25 ERA. 2-0 on the season through 6 appearances. Not many appearances, but has a okay ERA. Not good, not too bad. But that's their 13 and a third. Only needs to do 1 out for the save today. 11 runs, and 14 runs, 10 of them will be earned, and 17 strikeouts to 14 walks.
He's got 3, or at least 2 runs to play with Hunter if he really has to. The tying run is at the plate in Nikolai French. The runner at third, Charlie Henningsen. The runner at first, in Marcus Chandler, and his pitch runner, Brody Gok.
Eck probably just needs to attack French right now. French is a really good hitter. The South Dakota State commit.
Is 0 for 2 on the day, 1 ground out, a hit by pitch, and actually got gunned out on trying to get a double, but he'll step into the box with a fresh set, 0 balls, 0 strikes, runners on the corners, and the first pitch will be a strike. Only 2 strikes away from closing this thing out is Eck.
Eck needs to attack French here with the cleanup hitter Anglum, who can also be a powerful hitter.
Runner will go. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position, but an 0-2 count to Nikolai French. Big hole, 1 strike away from being over. Eck, all he has to do is throw 1 more strike to Nikolai French, and the Junior Jays will come away with a win. Runners on second and third. The pitch from Eck. Outside, strike 3 on the swing and a miss from Nikolai French, and the Junior Jays take the win 5-2 over their rivals, the Westside Warriors.
Yeah, Junior Jays putting up a great performance here today, stealing the second game in a row, and beat Westside here at home in their final home game. And this will have some implications on districts, but a really great performance, especially by Saul, the prep pitcher, who went 6 2/3 and was 1 out away from finishing it, couldn't, but will still get tagged with, but still will win. Tagged with the loss will be Coughlin. But good day right now. Prep got 4 runs in the 4th, which propelled them to that win.
The Westside Warriors dropped to their rival the second time this year, the Junior Jays, and their rivals, Junior Jays, will come away with a 2-0 record against the Westside Warriors. That will end our coverage today here. We will have soccer later this week over at the football field. That'll be a district game for the Westside Warriors. But that will end our day here on the WTV Live Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big shout out to our seniors today for their final baseball game. And we'll sign things off here. Hunter Valapek, I'm Zach Kastrick. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great rest of your night.